season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Huard in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, ball at the 36. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has a man, it's Brown. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running right is Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. A lot of grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Takes the handoff, now Love. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play fake, it's Love. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Love to throw again. The throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that 1st down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying the right side. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to it. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. Room for him past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Completed to his running back. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Hit made by Josh Uche. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Shotgun now for Love. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Love now. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Slot man motioned over. To the air, 3rd and long. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Koo able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 4. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throw. Here's Love. He's going deep this time. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reed's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pitting at their own 8. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's brought down after a quality gain up to the 13.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Back to throw Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He's got a gain of 6 there. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 27. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Has a man, it's Brown. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Right back to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
wants to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He'll throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now Love. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That'll do it for 3 quarters. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Love escapes the sack. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. That one's complete over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Running left with Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted...
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Mahomes here from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. The Packers take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He's going deep. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Chiefs, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Pacheco. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And yet again, the Kansas City Chiefs have won it all. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on stage to award the Lombardi Trophy to the Kansas City Chiefs, the champions of Super Bowl 61. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.